I have a little exercise that I call the power trot, and most of my students know this pretty well. They're not a fan of it. What I do is I set a timer for 5 minutes. I use the Equilab free app, and that gives me voice prompt that tells me how long I've walked, trotted, or cantered, as well as my total time and my distance. So I'll wait until the app says to me, whatever, you've ridden for 15 minutes. And then I know she's going to tell me when I get to 20 minutes. And so that's my 5 minute timer, and I'll start my power trot work. So what I do with this, I'm laughing because this is really hard, and I guess I don't really like doing it myself. So in the power trot, I start out in a posting trot, and I want to feel my horse is really organized. And we've just done some really forward work. And so he's really going right now. Have a lazy horse until you turn on the afterburners, and then he's nice and goey in like a good way. Um, so this is something with him I would normally do earlier in the ride. So what I do is I settle the horse to where I feel they're comfortably sittable. Like a training level rider, this might be a jog. And then I say bigger trot, bigger trot, bigger trot, bigger trot, bigger, 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 bigger. I'm starting to bounce. And then I go posting and I go bigger again. And then I say, okay, settle you back down. Let's get the horses really forward. So think about, like, if I was training level, I might come all the way to this jog. And then I sit, make sure my hips are moving. He already knows what we're doing. So I go bigger, 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 bigger. And I just keep driving until I get a trot that's so big that I go, I'm not moving with my horse anymore. I bounce and I go a little bigger again. So that they start learning that when I lose my seat, that they need to push a little harder. And then what happens is they start carrying you when you start to bounce. Oh, I wasn't going bigger. I was just sitting there enjoying the trot. Bigger, bigger, bigger. Driving, driving. He says, no way, Mom, we're on a circle. Driving. I feel disconnected. I post. I drive him again. I slow back right away. Right away. And then I start my sitting. I'm going to change direction. Okay. And now I'm going to drive. He already knows. Drive again. Drive again. I better not point for a diagonal. He's going to do a big old extended trot. I feel disconnected. I post. I drive. I bring him back. So you get a lot of transition work in for the horse. It's nice cardio work for you. It helps everyone warm up. And it gets you more comfortable with a trot that might be a little bigger than what you're used to sitting. Good boy. See, now he's carrying me in a bigger trot. Good boy. And bigger. Good boy. Smaller. And then I would just do that for 5 minutes and probably be done for the day. Like I said, my students hate it, but it really does help get your fitness up. It helps the horse learn to carry you a little bit better, and your sitting trot really improves. Happy riding, everyone.